gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Drop.
What's up, world? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Blerd.Podcast. I'm your host, June 38, Crystal Bay, homie Kid Phantom, and this is a late edition of the show. I know y'all used to seeing us in the morning, but this is like the afternoonish. Everybody getting dinner.
Afternoon. This the evening.
Good evening.
It's damn near night.
We in the late night hours.
Good evening.
This is the late show featuring the Blerd Spot Podcast.
You know how I go.
Your host, Jimmy Kimmel.
I know, right? Like what Tony Baker say, top of the smooth jazz portion of the Blerd Spot Podcast.
This
How's
is
everybody doing?
How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. You know what I'm talking about? Just
No, I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying? Having some dinner, ate me some gumbo. You feel me?
Groovy, yeah.
Don't start. Don't come here.
What's happening, Groovy? And I just, I'll be out here just doing a damn thing, living my life like it's golden head ass. Just out here working, trying to make these moves, which I love too.
You know me, this making hustle hard, making moves as always, not too crazy. The package has been delivered, the email has been sent. Y'all already know what we're working on.
Yeah, we got a few big things we're working on. We sent off the pack to one. I gotta hit up someone else about another big major move. Let me tell you something. The moves that the Blerd Spot Podcast are making, y'all ain't ready. Y'all just ain't ready.
Phantom, can I say it? Can I say it? Can I take a picture?
Nope. It ain't nobody business.
No, I know what you're gonna say. Come on, say it.
Because they didn't fucked up if you think we didn't fucked up. We didn't fucked up because we about to hang all kind of foots in people's asses. Now we moving full steam ahead. Big things gonna happen.
They call us the most dangerous podcast.
The most dangerous. Like we about to show y'all why we are the D-generation next to this shit. We about to run up in your We about to run up in your cons, your bar mitzvahs, everything. We taking over the game. You gonna hate to see us coming. When we come, we say we gonna here these folks come. And then when all three of us get together, you gonna hate it.
Oh yeah, it's a problem. We're gonna y'all, if y'all don't know, we're gonna be out there like a bad wig during Pride Month.
We just start.
We ain't even introduced the guest.
This ain't even 45 seconds into the show. You on the fuck shit already.
Thank you. I'm glad you knew what to do, because jeez Louise. Go, while his camera's out, just go and introduce our guest.
We want to introduce our friends, our people's close personal friend of ours, the OtakaQueens, and minus one member, Elle isn't here. She's not feeling too well. But she gotta run her. She gotta square up off the strip because she gotta square up because we did this for her. And we know you watching. Who sent Elle a link? I know she watching. Elle, I know you in the chat watching.
Elle,
she better be, man. Like, cool.
We just gonna have to square up. It's gonna be like
Just a quick skippy.
Y'all seen that because it is Beyonce's birthday. It's a queen's birthday. Let me just put that out there. So y'all seen the video "Lose My Breath"? You know how they was dance battling? Y'all got to see us in the street just because they didn't make.
Hey, I'm about to mute you.
Why? Because I said it's Beyonce. If y'all don't know, if y'all kid is a certified Beyonce hater, and I am the president.
Not a
of
Beyonce. I am not a Beyonce hater. I've
doing
certain things that Beyonce has done.
So apparently, when Beyonce was
not a Beyonce hater,
this 41-year-old woman is still getting flack for something she did when she was 18.
No, that's not why I dislike her anymore. I forgave her for that. I dislike her much more now because of Lion King, and Lion King is my favorite fucking movie of all time.
She didn't ruin the shit. She did not ruin that.
She ruined it.
No, she didn't.
She ruined my favorite song. She ruined that shit.
No, she did not.
She spoke too goddamn much. Nala ain't never spoke that goddamn much in the Lion King.
Wow, so the woman
or the fucking Lion Guard.
Is that what you're saying? The woman just got to sit back and shut
up. Damn, this what we doing. That's how we doing this. That's how we doing.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Nala ain't never had that many fucking speaking roles. Nala ain't had that many songs. And how the fuck you overtalk Simba or oversing Simba on Can You Feel the Love Tonight? There was no cohesion.
Nobody told
nobody
believed
that motherfucker.
Voice.
Look here, it's a soft ass song. She over here with that big ass she-hulk voice on that damn song. She over there with that big ass she-hulk voice on that song.
We got guests.
Hey, hello, guests. Let me go ahead and explain something to y'all. Beyonce ruined Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That guy, look here, her voice is way too strong. Is Beyonce a great? Is Beyonce a great singer? Yes, Beyonce is a fabulous, magnificent, top-tier singer, one of the best in the world to ever do it in the history of fucking singing. I will give Beyonce her props. I always giving Beyonce her props. But that strong-ass Southern accent, that daddy Alabama, mama Louisiana accent was so fucking strong on Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That shit didn't have no cohesion. Nobody believed the motherfuckers is in love. Nobody.
Kid, drink some water.
Because they still muted. They ain't even unmuted. They still ain't even unmuted themselves because they just too stunned to speak right now.
By all means, unmute yourselves and tell me if you agree or not. That Beyonce's singing voice is too goddamn strong.
You sound like a hater.
I am not a hater. Hold on. Wait. Did I not just give her props for being one of the greatest singers of all time? I could have sworn I said that.
You did say that.
Giving props and being a hater at the same time.
Don't tell me you wanted don't tell me you wanted the delusional people who believe she could actually act. How the fuck you mispronounce King with an extra A on it?
Lord.
Her ass said Kinga. What the fuck is a Kinga?
It is. Whatever Beyonce said it is.
Exactly.
It wasn't Beyonce movie. It was the Lion King.
Well, they shouldn't have put Beyonce all over it.
That's their fault. That was stupid. That was dumb.
Groovy said, "Look how you guessed the look."
That shit was the dumbest shit ever. That was about as dumb as the possibility of Beyonce being stormed. Kind of dumb.
Now that is stupid. That is stupid.
Shut up, Groovy. Right there. That's just.
But you know, it is the Queen's birthday. No, there shall be no Queen slander. I mean, you've already slandered her, but there should be no more.
Today but I also said when it comes to her field,
today is my little brother's birthday, and I hate to admit, and if he ever sees this, oh well. I only remember his birthday because of Beyonce's.
Oh,
damn!
My little brother.
Damn. So you saying Beyonce is above your little brother?
Groovy, they might be a part of the Beehive. I am literally subscribed to the Beehive. I went to the Beyonce.com and I subscribed to the Beehive. Yes.
As long as you're not a part of the damn church that got started because of Beyonce, we cool.
No. I mean, if they're playing Church Girl, then I might drop it like a thotty.
I hate it.
And then Tony's just over here like, what just happened?
I don't normally I leave with some function. This is just out of this was out.
Tony said we got
You know what?
company to know how to act.
I'm trying to be civilized. I'm trying to ease into my bullshit.
Why do we have
Me, I'm gonna.
Otaku Queen, tell us a
Well,
little
you
bit
know what
about
I
that.
find even you know what I find even more funny is like I planned out the beginning like right before we started and we
Yes.
literally none of that. So Otaku Queen, tell us a little bit about yourself. We'll start with you, Bree.
Well, I'm Bree. I'm 3/3 of Otaku Queen. Obviously, I'm in the anime. I'm into Marvel too, but I need to really get back into Marvel, like heavy back into Marvel and DC. That's what I mean. I'm a big manga reader. Yeah, it's kind of about me right now.
Okay, Zaria, what about you? Are you too stunned to speak still?
She don't know what to do with herself. She's like, what did I walk into? This is just like I
And-
came here.
Y'all had a plan, and we got a week. And
Get
then
audible quick.
somebody started being a Beyonce hater.
Look here. I am trying not to go on another rant. I am not a Beyonce hater. I just don't like certain things that Beyonce does. Now, like I said, Beyonce, I got her in my top 2 favorite people to actually ever sing of our generation. But
Okay.
I am not a hater.
I
just
still
don't
think
like
he's
her
salty
acting.
about the time when he was 10 and Beyonce was 18.
Nope, I forgave her for that.
And Beyonce thought he
I wrote a
was
well-detailed letter to myself. And I forgave her for that.
That child at the mall, and his sister wanted an autograph, and so he went to ask Beyonce, and Beyonce was a little rude because I guess we don't know what happened that day. Okay,
Beyonce
and
had a fuck ass attitude, but my baby mama Kelly Rowland did not.
and yeah, and it's been downhill for Beyonce in his life ever since.
But then again, like I said, I have never, not
Wait,
once,
hold on,
have never not given Beyonce the credit she deserves. Okay?
we gotta let
Yeah.
Z talk. We gotta let Z go. We got
Z is just too strong to speak.
Z, go ahead.
Like, see, this, she like this over talking Tony was Junie was talking about, right? This is it talking about.
Z, speak your truth, Z. It's your turn. Speak your truth. I'm gonna mute my microphone and I'm not gonna say nothing about Beyonce for the rest of this show.
I'm gonna hold it too.
okay.
I'm not making that promise.
Yeah, girl Z. I'm a cosplayer. Sometimes right when I feel like it. Yeah, I'm a manga reader. I'm currently reading Vinland Saga. I'm in war art, and I'm also reading Academia. I'm all caught up. Gotta read that fast. Anime. Yeah, I love anime. I'm doing a challenge tonight where I started yesterday, where you start off from the 60s up onto base anime. I started
from 60s to the 8 to current.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I started watching Speed Racer yesterday.
Okay, I remember Speed Racer.
And also, what Zaria didn't mention is that she be trying to steal my man Dobby from time to time.
Home records in here. Okay, that's what we doing.
Listen, I don't know what to say about Dobby. He just.
I keep telling you that is a twice clone. That's why your picture faded because he's fading away.
I can fix.
Oh, this what we doing?
Oh, she did it.
Y'all doing this today. A lot of this going on.
I can fix him. I can kill him. I don't know.
You can't fix a clone. I keep telling you.
But I don't. Spoilers.
I don't understand.
I still can't believe y'all fighting over a nigga with a hood black chick name.
Like
what?
At least
Toya?
Yes. You know how many Toyas I know, and all of them can braid hair.
Yeah.
And they all eat hot Cheetos for breakfast. And
And
Arizona
it's all
ice
like
too.
And Takis.
Yep.
just stomach all messed up.
Hey, no lie though. I bet you, Dobby can do a mean ass sew-in with a name like Toya.
I hate you.
Touch your camera off
Hit
right
my
now.
kneecap.
Right? Just right fucking now. Thank you. Just thank you.
So Otaka Queen. Why the name Otaka Queen? So why the name? Why that name?
Me and Zaria were on the phone one day, and it was just a spur of the moment. It wasn't easy. Like I just said the name, and then Zaria was like, "Wait a minute, say that name again." It was just that's kind of how we just came up with the name. It was just like we were trying to figure out the name, and we were just going back and forth between different names. And me and Zaria were on the phone talking, and that name just came.
Okay. So it really wasn't like just like Otaka, Daddy, that's it. Add Queen said it, that's it. I'm about to go click.
Booyah. I mean, I like the name. I fucks with it. So, what really made y'all, decide to come together and kind of rebrand yourselves into the podcast you are now?
But yeah.
Oh, she's breaking up.
You breaking up real bad, Z.
Me.
Now you're
Okay,
not.
now we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
Is your
Oh,
phone
Put the
question?
aluminum foil
Is your phone like leaning up against something like this?
yeah.
To where the speaker is on the leaning up against something?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to lift that up.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
put the aluminum foil on your phone.
So if you want to answer in the meantime,
What made us into a podcast? Well, as you know, we were currently in another podcast, and we kind of had some issues
creative
in that
differences. Uh-huh.
We're not going to
creative
talk about
differences.
that. Shoot, to be mad.
Creative. Well, we're gonna say creative differences. We're gonna say creative differences,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like me, Zaria, and Elle's dynamic is very much simple. Like we don't pressure each other. Like we love doing the podcast, but we also have currently we also have lives outside of this podcast. Like I have a child, Elle has 3 kids, and when we're doing the other podcast, we're kind of doing something every single day, and it wasn't working for us in that manner. It wasn't working like season school as well. There were just things that we could not do in that podcast, and we kind of felt like a little more pressured, and we felt like yeah, it's like a job, but it was a job that was like giving us a headache.
Right.
Makes sense.
And making us
Hashtag
kind
Team
of
Three
like
Kids, where
all
we at?
stressed out. Like down for it, but it's like I said, like the dynamic works for us. We don't all feel pressure, and we all communicate. Like I feel like being in a podcast, communication is like the biggest key. Being able to vibe and just like have conversations with each other, not just about the podcast, but just like friends, like just being able to talk with each other. That's what makes this podcast great for us. It makes it work for like our dynamic.
Yeah, I'm heavy. I've been heavy. June and Anthony could tell you, like in the beginning, I feel like communication kind of was our biggest issue, and that's why, like behind the scenes, like in front of the camera, we were great, but like trying to communicate and learn 3 different personalities, communication was very important. And if you don't have that, then the dynamic can completely fail.
Yeah.
So
I was just wondering if you guys had a
Because like the piggyback off of what we said, like me and Whit are actually cousins. I brought my boy's kid in, like so it's like the personality, like y'all like totally like off the fucking chain. Like you don't know. It's like once you finally get around, it's like once you find this person is really like this, we cousin, but nigga, you get down like nigga, I didn't know you was that. Yeah, I'm pretty off the wall. You're like nigga, you okay? Then this, like so, me and Phantom, we here with the bullshit. Like we here with the bullshit. Like it's all right, cool. Then my cousin, all right, cool. Then we bring it all together. Everybody gotta learn everybody. Once you learn everybody's human, like, oh, you don't get offended by that joke. You don't get. Oh shit!
Yeah,
all right, we cool then.
Yeah.
We good then.
I can
Once we got
agree
comfortable.
with.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no,
My
I was just about
apologies.
to say, I can agree with all of y'all when y'all say like with personality wise, like it's crazy because when Bree saw that other side of me, when all of that stuff was going on, because I'm a very sensitive person when it comes to me wise and what happened, all of that
We ain't gotta
year
talk about it.
round.
We ain't gotta talk
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
I'm not gonna
We
talk
call
about
it
that, but
creative differences.
yeah, but
Yeah. It's what
when
happens when you go
Bree,
from New Edition to Baby of the Vote.
yeah, but not Z, Bree saw me go 0 to 100 real quick, and it was
Hey,
funny to me because I was like, "Dang, I really acted like that." I was like, "Well,
Hey, sometimes people put you out of your character. I mean, there have been moments, like I said, like especially in the very beginning. It, for the most part, Anthony has been like in our private chat. Anthony is kind of the voice of reason. Because it was me and Tony that were kind of clashing with communication in the beginning.
I shut down. That's my thing. That's like,
Tony does, but so do I. And so that was an issue.
yeah,
You got two people shutting down, saying like, you know what, fuck it.
I'm the
So,
king of that.
yeah,
so we really
that's
had
yeah.
to
At
really
times, I
had
gotta hit them with a joke like, "Hey, on another note, though, who want waffle fries?"
Then I gotta
that's
get waffle fries. That's what I'm doing. You know what?
I want fries. Um,
No lie, that is I made that my wife's ringtone for when it's time for the kids to go to bed.
I want
Like, you
waffle.
had me.
I
You're like,
waffle fries.
nigga, you
That's
had
why
me at.
that's why kid number 4 gonna come be soon come.
I know, right? Yes,
But
the nigga
oh,
gonna
I was just
come.
about to say, but that's how I usually was. Like I wouldn't, usually say anything. But that's how you knew I wasn't, feeling it. I wouldn't, I just say something one time and like if your vibe okay, if your vibe isn't, where it needs to be and I can tell it, then I'm not gonna say it because I'm I'm not gonna say I'm scary, but I'm just not gonna say
Non-confrontation.
anything.
No,
I'm
soft
not gonna say
spoken people
anything.
is the ones you gotta watch.
You're what I like to call, because I do the same. You're non-confrontational, and people take that as you being scared, but it's like I just don't like confrontation.
Yeah, I just don't like to start anything. I'm just
But
gonna observe and watch
so
how it play out.
with you, L, and Bree, like how does it y'all coming together with this new chapter and getting your podcast going? What was the goals for y'all that y'all would like to talk about? Because got to move in silence sometimes. But any goals y'all would be willing to discuss? Like, what was your like? You know what? We've done XYZ before, so now that we're starting in a new chapter, this is how we're gonna do it. What were some of the things that y'all really discussed?
Oh, you want to take that Z or you want me to take it?
Mhm.
You want to
I
go?
can take this one. I can take this
Okay.
one. Um, so we've been making like little things like Elle has Tasty Tuesdays that you guys see on Instagram,
Mhm.
and
Them
I
joints
know
be
June.
fire too. Them
Yeah,
shit be so goddamn.
I know June likes those,
Yeah, the food do be looking good.
Man, don't you know?
and I handle Twitter. I take make takes like what's your favorite manga or you know what's your favorite webtoon, like little things like that, and post like uh Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Saiyan or Dragon Ball Z Broly's Second Coming, something like that. And the people they'll, comment
Yeah,
and
to really engage the audience. Yeah, I like that.
yeah, to interact and you know, just do anything. And Bree, she has Facebook. She posts things on there. We get interactions there.
Oh, y'all have Facebook? Let me go follow that now.
And
Mhm.
speaking with the social media, sorry to cut you off. Speaking with social media, I think our most engaging which you could correct me, but I think we get more engagement. It depends. It varies. We get more on Instagram than Twitter, but sometimes Twitter can be. It depends on what the topic is. Depending on what we post, we get a lot of traction. But it's like
Yeah.
Instagram, we get some. Depend like with reels, we get a lot. But like with posts, we don't get that much. But stories we hit heavy. But but Twitter, I think we hit.
It's
I
just
think
the Instagram algorithm is so trash these days. You never know what's gonna hit. Twitter, it'd be hit and miss. I'm learning you really have to use hashtags to kind of get certain
Yeah.
audiences to engage with you. TikTok, we are severely lacking on, and we need to get on the TikTok game.
see
But
here's
Yeah,
the
I
thing with
was.
TikTok. Here's the
Hey,
thing with TikTok. I figured it out because through my extensive research, through my Instagram, okay, cool.
according to my research,
Like, because the videos I do on my TikTok, they get traction. But the ones I do on ours don't get as much. I'll do a different video, but the same thing. I'll do like a try not to laugh, try not to react. And it don't get that much. Do the same one.
because you're consistent on
Yeah.
your page. You're not consistent on ours.
But even
I
though,
w-
It's consistency.
yeah,
hey, no lie. I'm gonna tell you the other way to break into TikTok. You got to be at least under the age of 16, be white and wear a bikini.
I mean, he's not lying. I mean, I
But,
saw.
he's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah, because I saw something on, was it? I saw Corey's video and he raged and he was telling the truth. And I saw, because my nephew, he watches, YouTube videos, and I'm just looking and I'm like, these are inappropriate. And then I went back to Corey's video and I was like, everything he just said was right. So why
Now,
are
okay,
Listen,
I'm in my 30s.
if you are rice skinned, um, you can be very mediocre on TikTok and succeed.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
but here's the,
If you're
I ain't gonna say no TikToker names, but hey, a lot of the times I've been looking at them like, where the fuck are your parents at? And why you ain't got no clothes on?
Yeah, it's wild. I do like though that. So for the most part nowadays, I don't see a lot of underage people because they did like ask your age or whatever, which people can lie, but um, since I see people in my age range, that's my algorithm now. Which thank God,
Yeah, thank you, Giles.
because I'm not trying to see no children.
wait a minute. Pause all that. Speaking of algorithm, I've done had it with these goddamn Instagram bots. Soon as you make a post, these motherfuckers want to.
Hey, like your post. You want to post it on our page for free? Get free promo.
Oh
You
my
want
God.
a flyer? You want a design? I don't want your graphic design. I don't want.
I hate the other bots. Those bots I don't care too much for, but the other ones like, hey, click the link in my bio so we can chat.
Come on, pop in on the podcast. Hold on, I got special guests who want to pop in on the podcast.
I
Special
hate
guest.
those bots.
Tony, you might know this guest.
Like every time I used to post like
What it is? Hey,
what
Tracy
was it?
Edwards. Hey, Annie. That's Auntie. What's
Hi.
good? Hey,
Hey everybody.
hey, Annie.
Hello.
Man,
I think it used to be a cosplay. I think when I used to like post cosplays on IG, they go a bot like DM us or something. It used to be a freaky bot. I don't know, and it used
always
to piss me
do.
I
off.
hate those bots. They be sending mass comments out and tagging you, and you go to their page and like, hey, you like hot girls?
Yeah, and I used to be like, oh my
Groovy.
God.
You know what? Groovy.
Like I used to be so Like I used to be so embarrassed. Like I don't want nobody else to see this. Like please, how do I delete this?
Like, why do they sound like the voiceovers in the strip clubs on GTA when you go to their page?
Nigga.
No, it
Hey,
remind me.
You like?
It remind me of something from the porn videos. One of something.
That's where we're going. That's where we're going. That's where we're going.
That's where we went. We already
We're going to bring it back to the TikTok bullshit.
Version. What the heck is porn?
Okay, you got 17 kids. Ain't nothing virgin about you. You got a whole village, sir.
Literally.
Who the fuck I look like? Nick Cannon? I only got 3.
Hey, where you going? That's on your Nick Cannon soon.
Nah.
Hey, but the difference is
I ain't got Nick Cannon money to take that many kids on.
Difference is though, you choose the same woman every time.
I know, right?
Hey, yeah, I don't know what Nick Cannon problem is. He's trying to figure out how to cure his lupus. He taking blood from his kids.
Listen, stem cells.
Oh my God.
Listen, I wouldn't doubt it. Stem cells from the fucking umbilical cord.
So this TikTok shit. I got some TikTok.
Groovy told me to chill, don't say anything. I didn't say nothing, Groovy, but you knew what I was doing with.
So here we go. Algorithms. Do y'all find it harder to grow? Do you think it's harder to grow your pages? I think it's easy on Instagram, on TikTok to Instagram, because it took us forever to get to where we was at. But I started my TikTok at the start of the pandemic. I just hit 1,000 like a week ago, and I got there pretty fast. But like it takes forever because you got all these bots, all these burner accounts, all these fake accounts. Then you'll have like 800
burner account follow me.
Yeah, and then Instagram do their monthly, yearly, 6-month sweep, and you'll drop. Like, nigga, it's so hard to hit these numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when you're new, so I know it's hella hard. So when we sat at 100.
You just got to keep engaging with the audience, and all it takes is that one video to kind of catapult you viral. So Otaku, I want you to either one of you, Bree, or I'll pass it to Bree this time. Tell the people a little bit about Otaku Queens. Like, how can they get to know you guys?
You can find us on Twitter. Zaria runs the Twitter. You can also find us on Instagram. You see all the Tasty Tuesdays. I used to do this thing called Manga Mondays, which I want to get back into because it really gets people to know me because I'm like really into manga. We also have a Facebook page. It's called Blerdy Senpai. I'm still kind of working on that because I've never really made a Facebook page. But all those pages you can definitely get to know us on. You see our different personalities, what we like. Zaria usually texts us and she'll be like, okay, guys, I want to do a list of all the anime we watch and let's see how people respond. So we like to do stuff like that. We also have a TikTok. Elle runs a TikTok. She posts like AMVs that me and Zaria make, and Elle is getting into AMVs. She never used to make them, but she's getting into them. So watch out for those. Look at those.
Okay, so speaking of, I want to go back to this Tasty Tuesday thing real quick. What are some of y'all favorite foods though? What's some of y'all favorite foods, right? Like, what do y'all go to? Like, yo, it's a Friday. I'm chilling.
If it's a Friday, I get me some Parmesan garlic wings.
From where?
I go to this place called Fire Wings.
Okay.
Where I live, or Wingstop, but I gotta have my wings double fried because I can't eat no soggy wings. I gotta have a crunch.
See, now we friends again. Even though she judged me on my drink choices, we can be friends again.
Tony, I'm judging you on your drink choice. You drinking a whole cup of caramel.
See, you can shut the hell. Don't go over there with her. Don't go over there with her. Don't go over there. Bring it back. Stay on the home.
Tony said that. Tony's just like, look here. I just want a little coffee with my sugar.
Damn. See, we not. You don't supposed to do no.
Like you looking at them pour the caramel. He's like, more.
Yeah, more. You just said you basically saying, give me a cup
looking like fish, sugar.
Y'all don't supposed to be doing this to me. We supposed to be as a community, and we supposed to be. But we're having black excellence. We're having the black excellence.
We're having the black excellence on the sugar
in the caramel. Hell,
Nigga, come on now. I'm just saying this real gem. I don't like this, man.
Listen. I saw that cup of caramel.
Ain't got no coffee in
You
the cup.
like it. Y'all know y'all like that's fucking fire.
I ain't never seen a cup of a frappe where I couldn't even see the frappe. All I see is the caramel drizzled on the side.
Y'all like
I have.
when y'all logging on?
I love my frappes like that. I do.
See?
Sorry.
No, I do. I love it. Like I know a
Okay.
friend. I'd be
By
like,
the time y'all
just
turn
hook
40,
me.
y'all gonna need new teeth.
Nigga, I don't get them all the time.
I just be like, hook me
I
up,
brush
please.
my
A little
teeth.
bit more. Just a little bit more caramel. You know what to do.
She like a little
And they
more.
just do it. They don't even charge me
It's real
extra.
good. But
I
back
be
to
like,
this,
you know what to do.
I'm sick of y'all judging.
Look
But
at
back
them
to the
charge
food.
me.
What
They charge
y'all?
me extra.
Okay, Z, what you got? What you go to? What you got? I got executed on this shit
Yeah.
by firing squad.
It's crazy because I barely be having appetites like that. I really do, and it's crazy. But I usually eat, like Fridays. I go out to anime and I just be eating ice cream.
What kind of?
Ooh, what kind of ice cream?
Okay.
Brownie.
Oh,
Brownie.
Ben and Jerry?
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's
Bluebell.
and salty.
Bluebell.
we don't got no bluebells here.
Look here,
I
I can't
also
say
like,
I can't say
salted
my ice cream
caramel.
of choice because it sounds so pornographic.
Now I want to know.
Don't
HEB, Creamy Creations.
Oh,
that does sound kind of nasty.
okay.
I get the straw.
Oh, we
get the-
got like 2 HEBs so far. One in
Go get the
Frisco.
strawberry cheesecake ice cream, Creamy Creations from HEB.
My
Don't
favorite
disappoint you.
ice cream personally is Red Velvet Cake by Bluebell. With cookies and cream being a close second. But they had one that was cookies and cream cone, and it was only here for a limited time.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I still got some of that.
I'm gonna need you to go back to that red velvet you just said.
Yeah, it got little chunks of red velvet in it and everything. But you gotta get the blue. Like I've tried other brands red velvet cake, but it's nothing like Bluebell.
Nah,
But see,
HEB. Listen, I'm about to put you on game.
We don't have blueberries.
Bluebell homemade ice cream. It's the ice cream on the cake. It's cream of the crop.
Who's a chocolate connoisseur? Who likes chocolate? Who loves chocolate ice cream?
I love chocolate ice cream.
Okay, so look, you ever come to Texas, preferably Houston, or Dallas, because I know Dallas got HEB now. They got 1905 vanilla and 1905 chocolate. Oh yeah, that shit delicious. Okay, look, I can't say much about June and Z's choice of coffee and sweet tooth. I can't talk shit because I usually get the 1905 chocolate and I put Cocoa Puffs in it and I add chocolate milk.
Oh, you know what y'all
whoa. Nigga,
that sounds like
no. I'm about to piggyback off that. You know what you need to try? Get you some Bluebell vanilla ice cream. But if you ain't got Bluebell, get your vanilla of choice. Get some cinnamon toast crunch poured in with the ice cream.
Nigga, I've done it.
Ooh, that be hitting. Hold on.
I put
if you don't do
hold
that,
on, wait a minute. I put weight on these things called Muddy Bites. Then ice cream cone with the chocolate in the middle. Nigga. Them shits are life. She didn't believe when I told you that. I'm gonna see if you tell her what you think of this shit. I'm gonna order me something tonight, actually.
Oh
yeah. You know what else you need to do? You need to get you some vanilla ice cream. Toss that shit in the blender. Put in some pink lemonade and some raspberry Ciroc vodka, and you have yourself a good night.
Oh, that sounds good too.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Y'all making me want food.
Not
I'm about to eat anyway.
Put what Groovy put on there. The very last thing.
This son of a bitch.
He said, "You see." Put it back on there.
No, we're not for the show that slaves made ice cream first.
He said, "You see, my sister, ice cream was made by the white man to trap the black man's senses." Nigga, shut up.
Nah, ice cream was made by the slaves, so we ain't get shot while we was out there on the plantation. You churned me up something nice.
So, what's y'all? Okay, since we talking about food, what's y'all pho and ramen
Yeah, do
choice,
you prefer pho or ramen?
and what you get at?
I prefer ramen.
That's why that's a twice clone because Dobby prefers pho. Anyway,
You
um,
know what?
See? So they're like, all right, now you got to square out, shout. You got to square off the strength. You got to see me.
He's like, when I see you in person, just so you know,
skibbity pat.
fire on site.
skibbity paps in the words of Tony Baker. So what do you prefer, Bree? You're on mute. We can't hear you.
Hold on. I like both.
Yeah, but you got to choose one. Which one you choose?
But I can't.
You can. You can only choose one.
I'm gonna say ramen because I eat a lot of that.
Okay.
Grandma.
Personally,
Yes,
at least.
baby. So where they look at with the pizza face too.
But yo, when you go to Chris and John, you got to get the beef pho. The chicken is too dry on the chicken. When the beef pho is,
I only get beef pho these days. When I was a kid, I got chicken, but as I matured and became an adult,
it's like I don't know what it is. The broth that they have is just I can't.
Yeah.
The broth is just like.
Hey, look, I'm an uncultured nigga. I ain't never had pho a day in my life. And I've been
What?
wanting to try it. I just ain't never had it.
Really?
when you come up here, I got a place for you. It's not Chris and John's. I'm gonna take you to a place that's straight pho, and you will love it.
We got to get Korean barbecue too. We got to get Korean barbecue.
Definitely.
Why you bullshitting?
Oh, I love Korean barbecue.
So, y'all mentioned both of y'all that y'all really love manga. So, each of y'all, I don't care who starts. What's some two manga that you are like your guilty pleasures that you recommend to people?
Ooh. Okay. Y'all probably gonna say I'm gonna say this for this, but I don't care. One is Vagabond. No, not Vagabond. I mean yeah, it is Vagabond. Vagabond. That is my favorite manga. For some reason, I don't know why, but the slicing, the blood, I don't know. But
See, she
how it
favorite sharp
started,
object.
I
I can
actually
tell.
saw that. I was at this place. I'm gonna drop a video just this week. It's a place here in the DFW, and I actually saw that manga, and I was curious about it.
girl, you need to read it.
Ooh.
Please read it. Like the first few chapters, it was like him and his cousin, they were fighting like these, enemies, and they was strong. They was just getting them like, boom, bada bang, and they went out to this house. They didn't finish killing all the other enemies, so the enemies followed them to the house, and they went to the house with a pretty lady, too pretty. So when the enemies came, his cousin didn't fight off because he was like, I'm too scared. I'm scared. I want to live. I want a wife. I want a kid. I want a house. And so he left his cousin while the other people jumped on him. And he was in the forest fucking on, like, a baddie. And his cousin, almost died. And they showed all of that in the manga. I was like, this is explicit. Oh
The
my
manga is
gosh.
showing all that shit. It's the
Yeah,
anime that be editing it.
it's crazy. But the second one would have to be, I don't know. Would I say Nana? No, not Nana. Oh my gosh. But no, not Berserk. Not Berserk. I hate Berserk. I love Berserk, but I hate it. Love hate thing with Berserk. Um, I'm currently reading Vagabond. I like Vagabond because it's explicit.
Okay.
Very explicit.
So you like the
Like,
violence.
yeah, I'm that type.
You might
I'm
you
saying,
might like what I'm working on then. Just
yeah,
Oh
I'm a saying
yeah.
shit.
Oh
you might
hell
like
yeah.
That's what I'm worried on.
what about you, Bree? You went dark on us.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm okay. I'm reading this manga. I can't say the name correctly, but it is a boxing manga, but it's kind of violent. Like the
Ooh.
first beginning, it goes right into you see this kid punching his dead dad. His dad hung himself, so he's punching his dad.
Like a
Then
punching
it
bag?
goes into like a punching bag. So he thought his dad was dead, and he was punching like a punching bag, trying to wake him up. But his dad was abusive to him anyway, so he should. I don't really
Shit,
care
fuck
that
that
his
nigga.
dad
He deserved to
often
die.
so he
Why?
was
Why?
exactly.
Hold on. Why?
Hold on, dude. Let me finish. Let me finish. I gotta finish it. Hold on. And so then we go into the cops picking him up. He gets picked up. His mom comes and gets him. His mom is a drug addict. She a crackhead. So we get to the part. I'm at a part where she takes him with her to the crack house. And I guess her drug dealer was there. I'm at a scene where she pulls out a bag of crack. He pulls out a bag of crack and he's like, you want this crack? She drops down to her knees and starts giving head to the man in front of the son. And yeah, she drops down to her knees and starts giving head to the man in front of the son. So the son thinks that the guy's hurting her. He tries to save her. He ends up running and he opens the door. They got a room full of dead bodies of children.
Oh hell yeah! What the fuck is this? Send this shit to me. I
And
want to
Send
read.
that to us in our DM.
It's
okay,
crazy
I'm
because
gonna have to.
sports
I'm gonna
manga.
Let
send it to
me know
y'all.
something.
Because I'm
And so
intrigued. You caught me at the crackhead and all that. I was told. Tony was just looking like, what the
It's
heck?
crazy because it's a sports manga.
I don't even know.
it gets more violent than that. And so
Oh, it
they
gets
ended up
worse.
taking him from his mom. Yeah, they ended up taking him to his mom. So he ends up going to a foster home. So he's sitting outside with his foster mom. They're sitting there talking. These guys run up on the foster mom and kidnap him, throw them in the back seat. They threw him in the front seat. So while they're in the front seat, they start raping the foster mom in the back seat.
You can't say that on YouTube.
Oh Lord! They essay her
Hey,
on
quick question. So his mama a crackhead.
It's wild. Like it's really it's sad, but it's just
All I
wild.
hear is
How about to take Tony's line? Sorry, Bree. Anthony, Tony, and Groovy. How about y'all do what I like to call shut the hell up?
what I do. I
Not
ain't
all
even
my
saying that.
Because I
my
knew as
lord,
soon
not
as
a
you read
crackhead.
this comment about All Might being a crackhead, you was gonna chime in.
I didn't even see that.
Not all my being
So
Hey,
now I
All
see it
All
now.
Might is definitely a crackhead.
Very.
crackhead.
But
Y'all be all
all I
my
can think of when
He got-
y'all said his mama
He's a
cracked, all I
crackhead,
can
and he
think
be
of
telling
was,
people to taste his DNA.
wow,
Well,
all I can hear is Morgan
she a
Freeman and
different kind
lean
of.
on me. You
You
smoke
love
Yeah,
crack,
that
don't
crack,
you?
don't you?
Smoke crack, don't you?
she's a different
You
kind
know what
of
I think of?
crackhead.
Y'all heard
What?
that song where it's like, "Your mama on
Ha, ha, ha.
crack rock."
I'm gonna
We
have to
stray
send y'all the
further
name
and
of it,
further away each day.
but I'm gonna have to send y'all the name of it.
Yeah. So
But
what's
long
your
story
second?
short,
Because that one
my
is
second,
intense.
There
yeah,
was a second one. There
I
had to be
read
a
a
second one.
I read a lot of intense. I
That's
like
You
cool.
need a
intensity.
hug, cause you need
I
a
like
hug.
violence.
I'm trying to branch out from the shonen because like right now, like I've read Spy Family, I'm completed Demon Slayer, I'm currently caught up on My Hero except for the newest chapter, which like Z said earlier, I'm gonna read once I leave this chat. Um
Yeah.
uh
What am I
so
saying?
I'm ready to branch off to new stuff. So like I need both of y'all to shoot me them recommendations.
Oh,
Shoot.
I
You
actually
know
have
this.
another one. I started reading something called Kichikujima. Yeah, Kichikujima. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. It's about like it's an island full of cannibals. I was like, Jesus. I was
You
like,
know what?
it was crazy. Like I was done. I'm still reading it, but I gotta catch up back on it. But I was just too stunned to speak. Like they had this man cornered, and this dumb girl, like why? Why would you do this? Like no, like I'm still mad. Like, why would y'all do this? Y'all gonna jump this man. Y'all know he's armed and he's dangerous and he's strong as shit. And they thought he was dead, but he was not dead. So he jubbed. He got his 2 fingers, and he stuck his fingers down his like. He didn't stick them down her throat, but he jabbed them through her throat. And I was like, "Oh my God, he's still
Oh, that
alive!"
sounds dope.
Yeah, like it's really a
Oh,
survival
this
to
is
the.
Me and
It's
Zaria like
really a
reading stuff
survival
like
to the
this.
finish, like type of manga. If it were to get animated, I'd be happy. But that's what it is. But you
okay.
gotta get off that island.
Okay, Groovy
And,
has a question for y'all. He
mhm.
said, "Do you feel like all shonen animes are just the same anime with different characters?
Yes and no.
Do
Yeah.
you feel like all the
Yes.
shonen animes are just? Hold up, what he said?
Or just do you feel like all shonen animes are just the same anime with different characters?"
Yes, that's what I feel. Like I don't know, like with shonen, I feel like they're like I don't know, like with shonen, they're all it's always the main character, and they always have with the protagonist. It's always the build up, and uh, I hate doing this, but with DBZ talk, there's Goku, there's Ichigo, there's Deku, there's all of them. They always have that power up. They always have that training. They always have all of that. And then there's Gone. They have those. So it's like to me, it's always the same thing. So it's
It's
I don't look at it the same, but I see the resemblance in a way. So when I look at shonen, I know what I'm looking at. So towards when I look at seinen, I just look at like I I'm looking at something with mystery. I'm looking forward to the blood. I'm looking forward to the everything. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
So
but I do feel like shonen kind of follows the same formula, like you were saying. I mean, you have that basically that nobody that doesn't either have a power or they don't know how to utilize their power. They go through
mhm.
a training arc, with the tuning exam. Then you had the I forgot what it was called in Hunter x Hunter. I'm sorry. Um, the hunter license exam. Same thing with Yu Yu Hakusho. You had like a whole training arc. Like all of them go through that. They go through a power up. You have the main protagonist who's kind of goofy and quirky. Sometimes they change up his personality, sometimes they don't. And then you kind of have the side character who's his friend or not his friend that, you know, got attitude problems or messed up in some kind of way. It kind of just all follows the same formula, which don't get me wrong, I enjoy all the shows, but they do kind of follow the same formula.
I guess one of my questions would be switch gears would be like outside of anime, what are y'all into? Like, what's the stuff that y'all like to do outside of anime and all this cosplay again? Like, what do y'all do? Like, all right, cool. I'm animated out. Let me do something else. What y'all do?
You can never be
um,
out.
I love well, since I love going to parties, I love walking on the track. Uh, I love listening to music. I think I
Music.
already told you that. uh,
Speaking of music,
um, uh,
That's your
but
forte.
I kind of love to do everything. Especially walking. I like to go to the gym from time to time. But yeah. Part of me is for sure. Homecoming weekend is coming up. Yeah,
You go to a
Okay.
HBCU?
I do.
Hey, don't say which
Let's
one.
say,
We don't need no. We don't
Eight
what are
need
you
no.
studying? Like, what are you
science,
studying right now? What are you trying to get your
science,
degree in?
science.
Science? Like, what
Mm-hmm.
are you trying to do? You want to be a science teacher?
No, 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 no.
Look here, I'm trying to recruit teachers as much as I can.
I see. Don't nobody want to be teaching no crumb snatchers. What about you, Bree? I see you got that Marvel shirt on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm not watching anime. I like to watch Marvel. I have a baby, so I spend time with my daughter. And also in college as well.
What you studying?
Web development design.
Okay. So when we need
Cool.
our
Chill.
website, we gonna come to Bree. All right. Say less.
I got y'all. I'm still learning. But I got y'all. I'm still learning.
Say less.
It's a lot though. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's a lot.
Bet
Hey,
it
I can't
is.
say nothing because I'm big on school and I just got my degree back in January. So
Yes. That took a lot of took a lot of weight on my boy. Like that first couple of seasons for us was like, I'm studying. I'm gonna be here, but I'm not. Hey, we
yeah,
carried
it got to the point to where when we took our break, we had to take a long hiatus. They held it down. Like I commend them for having my back the way they did because they held it down until I finished all my work and got that degree. Because once I got that degree, we had waited for a couple months and we came back with a vengeance. And now we're in the season um, where I got after my degree.
like I say, people think this is what we got going on now. Is cool. Wait till we hit y'all with the wah wah on that ass.
A and Groovy has one last question before we get out of here, so Bree can enjoy her dinner and whatnot.
Right, I'm about to go in the house and make some
It
hood
is
noodles.
an anime related question, but it says, "Is there any particular anime character you feel has been overlooked or underutilized?" We'll start with you, Bree, since you look like to be you contemplating it.
So y'all, okay, go to Z because I'm at the restaurant, y'all. Go to Z.
I got you. Z,
Okay.
what you think?
What was the question again?
Oh, I got
Is
you.
there a particular anime character you feel has been overlooked or underutilized?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know the
Yeah, a
answer.
few of them actually. I
Dada.
feel, I feel actually like people actually overlook. Mm, okay, you guys know Nico from Gangsta, right?
Nah, I ain't there yet. I am not no anime expert. I ain't on your level.
Oh my gosh.
If you got any anime suggestions, please feel free to send them to our DM.
I
Yes.
will.
But why do you feel like she's underutilized?
He's a guy.
Oh, see, that shows you.
But I feel like he's like, okay, he's not underestimated, but he's under es- oh underestimated from the other characters because he's deaf. He's can't well deaf. Oh, he can't hear.
Okay,
Like I don't know. Like people get scared of him because he has a tag, and tags mean like you know those beware of him, but because of his situation, he's deaf, he can't hear. Like, why should we be scared of him?
right.
But
Because he gonna feel how to fuck you up.
yeah, but it's crazy because like when he come through, he don't hear nothing. He can't even hear nothing. So he just move on action. He do what he want to do, and
Right.
Right.
yeah, he just moving. He don't hear nothing. You say stop, he's not gonna hear that. He's gonna kill you on sight. So
Right.
people underestimate him, and I feel like that's another underrated anime gangster. And a few other underrated animes I would recommend are, let me think on top of my dome here. Shiguri, Death Frenzy, Mononoke. Let me put a trigger warning on that one, Mononoke, because that's a crazy one right there. But those two are very underrated, in my opinion. And those, well, Shiguri, I don't know. Is it a seinen? I don't know, but it has to be. It has to be a seinen. Yeah, Shiguri is a seinen. Shiguri is. I had to think about it, but those are underrated in my opinion.
Okay, for Groovy, he said it would have to be 10-10. Random bullshit go.
For me, I got two for that. For Overlook, I'm gonna go with Afro Samurai.
Oh yeah, I agree.
It's because it's not out no more. So I don't think anything has been written on it since it was a thing, and that's why I feel like it gets overlooked. For underutilized characters, I'm gonna go ahead and go with my boy Shino.
Oh, if we're
Shino
talking Naruto,
Aburame.
I think Brock Lee was severely underutilized.
That nigga got hurt. He wasn't underutilized.
Yeah,
They
he got hurt.
What,
I mean, he still came back. My guy could still open up the gates.
True. When he came back, he was still utilized more than 10-10 and Shino.
Random bullshit go. I'm sorry. Every time you say 10-10, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, 10-10. She's a 10-10, but she's a 1 because she can't really fight shit.
Hey,
Listen,
she lost her boo. But yeah, that's kind of all the time we have.
Wait, I got one question.
Oh my gosh.
So I was quiet at them, so
I'm messing with you too.
So when y'all watch these shows, do y'all like y'all whether it's Marvel shows, anime, do y'all watch y'all shows like just weekly, or do y'all like it in bulk like Netflix? Like you just watch it in one drop, or y'all want it like you can wait a week, let it marinate, and just watch it weekly? Just like, if they drop a whole season, like Stranger Things in one sitting, sit back and binge if you want to watch like about a week.
I couldn't watch the whole thing if I'm really like into it. I'll just sit and watch the whole thing.
So you prefer to binge rather than wait for the weekly?
I could do week. I like the week because it gives me time to think and talk.
It depends, but I'm currently just watching One Piece.
Look at you're gonna be 97 years old when you finish One Piece.
I am determined. Listen to me. I am very determined to finish and catch up. I will. I am determined.
Me too, Bree. Me too.
I want to marry for it.
I'm
in Skypea, so I still gotta wait.
Oh my gosh! Really?
I'm past.
Okay, yeah, I'm just past.
Bring us home, Crystal Bay. Bring us home. Bring us home.
Like I don't know nothing about it. All right, y'all. So, we thank y'all for tuning in. We thank y'all for coming through. Again, let the people know where they can find you on your socials.
You can find us at OtakaQueens at Twitter. You can find us at OtakaQueens on Instagram. Our personal pages are posted on the Twitter page. You can also find us on Facebook at BlerdSpotPodcast, and you can also find us on TikTok at OtakaQueens with a Z.
Okay.
Alrighty, like always.
Yeah.
Like
so
always. Okay.
I'm sorry. For us, you can find us at TheBlerdSpot.com.
We out here now, ain't we?
Manifesting. You can find us at the Blerd Spot on Instagram, The Blerd Spot Podcast on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, Blerd Spot Podcast on TikTok, and the Blerd Spot Pod on Twitter.
You heard them, y'all. So, like always, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, June88, Crystal Bay. I'm going to get family. This has been the Blerd Spot Podcast, and we are out of here. Hit the button, family. Hit the button.